This video is made for viewers that are age 13 and older. If you're not 13, come back when you're 13. Bye!
ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another custom accessory review on the Slideffects Marvel Legends effects. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so in Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. I gotta give a big thanks to the people over at Slideffects for sending these out my way. Oh my goodness, these look incredible. One really cool thing about them is that they did include some images and some instructions for these, so I think that is awesome. They took some very nice pics over here, so I really dig this. I'm very excited for them. You can see that right here. We have these Jim Lee Cyclops effects pieces right here. I guess you could put them on any Cyclops, but I did play around with the Jim Lee Cyclops, specifically with this one right here, and it looked awesome. You get these two smaller ones. There was sticky tack that was included, and I misplaced it, so I have to find that, but I don't think you need the sticky tack for the Jubilee effects right here. That looks awesome. And then you get all these blood effects right here for Wolverine, and these are hard plastic. They look like they're made out of, you know, like goo or something, but they're not. They're meant to look like blood and everything, and wow, oh, that looks incredible. And then you have all these other effects right over here. You have all these different spider senses. You have the karma effect right over here. And then you have, like, you know, the psychic effect for Professor X, or you could use this radar effect for Daredevil. I think that's awesome, so I cannot wait to play with these. And let's get to it and crack these things open. And here are some of the slide effects out of the packaging applied to some figures, and they look incredible. I gotta say, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing just right over here. There's a whole bunch more to show off, and there's some variants of those Spidey senses, which I think is really cool. So let's get a closer look. So here's all the blood effects that we got over here, and these look awesome. I really like how we have this translucent plastic. It's very hard plastic, as you could hear right there. So that's really neat. I dig these a lot. So all kinds of pools of blood right over there for my Deadpool, as you guys may have seen in the thumbnail. You get some splashing blood effects right here. Here's some more splashing blood. And you get these smaller ones that have these slits in them so that you can apply them to Wolverine's claws, which is great. So here's our Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply one right over here, and that looks pretty neat. I like that. And you can do that with these other ones right there that all have the little slashes in them, so you could apply them to the claws, and I think that's fantastic. Makes me very happy. And then looking at these tiny little pieces, you're going to have to use some sticky tack, which I ended up finding. So I do have my sticky tack, and then there's just like little pieces of blood throughout over here. And then we get Spidey sense effects, which is awesome. I really like these a lot. So you get this gray one right here, which I don't know exactly who I'm going to use it for. The 3D printing is kind of coming through a little bit on this one. You have this translucent purple one, which is really cool. I like that. And then we have this opaque pink one, which I used on Spider-Gwen. And then we have this neon green one, which of course I used for my big time badass Spider-Man. And then you have a translucent one, which I really like a lot. This one's really cool. But my two favorite ones are the yellow ones, of course, because, you know, that's our classic Spidey sense colors. So you have an opaque version right there. And then we also have a translucent version right over here, which I like. And if you have your sticky tack, you just make a little ball, you know, put it right there, and then grab your Spidey. I have my Pizza Spidey right here, and then just stick it right there onto the back of his head. And now you got some awesome Spidey sense, and that looks amazing. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm so pleased with this. This is really cool. I also really like this neon green one for Big Time Badass, you know, just putting this right on the back of his head right here. It just matches the figure so well. I don't remember him specifically having this neon green Spidey sense effect thing going on in the comics, but I still think this works out really well. I like it. And then we have some sonar effects or telepath effects anyway. You can see this is clearly made for Daredevil, and I love this piece. This is awesome. I like how we have this very nice shiny metallic kind of red color going on with it, so it looks really cool. And again, you just got to take your sticky tack, which I guess you can get anywhere. I've never really bought sticky tack before, but you can just go ahead and apply this right over here. There's my Daredevil. I'm using this first appearance version because I had it handy. You want to aim for somewhere on the back so that this whole centerpiece is lining up with the middle of the head, and it'll just stick right there, and that looks awesome. I think that is great. I'm very pleased with that. That's cool. You can do a similar thing with the Professor X figure, which you'd seen them demonstrate in their their little manual that they included here. Port that right there. Squeeze this on the back. Now we have Professor X without that big old nasty splooge effect, you know, using his telepathy. I'm very pleased with that. That's very cool. And of course you could change it around, you know, any way you'd like depending on the camera angle, you know, like I'd probably switch it like this if I'm shooting from right here. You know, that looks just a little bit better from this angle, but not from the front. That looks all stupid. And then we also have this karma effect. I do not have a Danny Moonstar figure. I'm like one of the only people that doesn't have one. Yeah, I would use this on karma. So far I've used it on Jean Grey though, so it's kind of, I don't know, I'm using it as a telepathy effect for Jean Grey. I kind of like it, you know, not ideal, but still cool. And then we get these fireworks effects for Jubilation Lee, and these look awesome. I really like them quite a bit. Very much reminds me of what I've seen from the cartoon, and I don't know, it looks like fireworks to me. I like all the other colors that we see mixed in here. You can see it's fairly flat on the bottom, and it kind of, you know, I guess like the material is just kind of like resting on a flat surface. Now to get these onto the Jubilee, you just need to kind of like find a spot in between her fingers right here, and just kind of wedge that in there. It's very tricky to do. It does require the art of balance, so if you're skillful in the art of balance, you'll have a fine time doing it, but it's not too hard to set that up and everything. From certain angles, it does look really flat, and it can be tricky, but you know what? I still think these are incredible. I really like them a lot. I did have fun with them. Hella sick. These are my favorite accessories right over here. We have the optic blasts, and by the way, I've been watching the Fox Kids X-Men cartoon on my Disney Plus like crazy. I've been binging it, but yeah, I love these. Now these are specifically made for the Jim Lee Cyclops figure, and that's just because the previous Cyclops figures visors just don't really match the shape so well. There's one of these that will fit on here though. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one kind of fits on there okay, and that looks pretty cool. So you could fit like, you know, I think it is just this one right here. Was it this one also? Yep, that fits as well. So I guess maybe, you know, the temperature changing in the garage kind of has something to do with this. But yeah, I'm fitting them all onto, oh, this is a little bit not, yeah, so this one's not as tight right here. And yeah, okay, so the larger ones aren't holding on there nearly as well as those smaller ones on this 2-pack Phoenix Cyclops right over here. But getting out a Love Triangle 3-pack Jim Lee Cyclops, you could see that I could just port this on there and it'll stay just fine, as it is specifically made for the Jim Lee Cyclops. So that's very cool. And then looking at the other one on here, God, man, these look so badass. I love these. That is freaking awesome. I'm very pleased with these. Very, very fun. Now, you want to be careful. I like using this particular Jim Lee Cyclops just because I like the gold paint on the other one a lot more, and I'm just kind of scared of getting some denting. And you may get a little bit of denting, but it fits on there so snug. There's not too much pressure against the plastic or anything. I really don't think this is going to cause any kind of long-term damage, but man, I love how metallic looking it looks. I like the thickness, very sturdy. Great blast effect right over there. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so pleased with these, man. Freaking awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I highly recommend these. So I really like these effects pieces a lot, man. I had a lot of fun with them. They are very cool, and they are quite durable too. I didn't have anything break on me. It didn't feel like anything was ready to break, so I'm very pleased with that. I do like how they look. You can see some of the lines from the 3D tech, or the 3D printing tech, but it really doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't really come through too much in the images, and you can see for yourself at the end of this video right here. And there are price points over on the Facebook link, which is in the description below. I believe the Spider Sense effects are only like $5 a piece. I think all the price points are actually very affordable. So with that in mind, I'm giving these a sud rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support what I do over on Patreon. I've actually been posting my videos all the way from the very beginning over on Patreon lately, so check them out if you want to go back in the Wayback Machine with me and, you know, see some old ShartimusPrime videos. Patreon's a good place to do it. You could also see them on YouTube, of course, but yeah, I'm just posting them from the very beginning, and I'm going to get as current as I can with them over there. But anyway, if you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. Don't forget to follow me over on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a simple shot.